Okay, so that was 7 o'clock in the morning, so things were going basically well. Okay, I'm going to show 7 o'clock in the morning on the 13th, so I'm still asleep. And then 8 o'clock in the morning on the 13th. Okay, so that's good. But then what happens is I have a conversation with what's called a perp. Now, perps are those people who are doing this because it takes someone to do it. So I really just felt quite sick with this perp. Somebody had written in a forum, a targeted individual forum, and I'm just speaking while the computer's loading. Oh God, it's gone. Okay, basically there was this perp. Okay, good. Right, so anyways, this person makes a comment in this forum and says, oh, I'm so sad, I'm so sad, I'm having a really bad time. And then, you know, some people say, oh, don't worry, Joey, everything's been fine. And then along comes, so I really pray for your relief. And then basically I can't remember, you know, anyway, they're basically Mike Medzi, this person, says, well, why don't you go to a doctor, you're absolutely mad. He said, listen to what they say, believe. Well, no, that wasn't the thing that annoyed me. What annoyed me was that he said, he was basically trying to say that, oh, it's madness, you know, you don't know what you're talking about, that you're crazy, you're lunatics. And, you know, the people who are trying so hard to say that the victims are lunatics, are the people who are doing the organised stalking program that tries to make people look like lunatics so they can attack them. So I kind of knew Mike was a perp at that point. And anyway, so we got into a bit of an argument because I said, you know, this is not schizophrenia because the proof of these are crimes are blindingly obvious. And Mike Medzi said, where? I said, MK Ultra, COINTELPRO, and then I basically got really angry at him because I was insulted that he called me stupid, like crazy. I said, go and file a claim against your parents, get out this forum, yeah? And the reason I said that is because I believe that anybody who is a perp is completely and utterly deranged, so I was being a bit insulting, basically. Anyway, and then he says, oh, I'm bonkers. Then I left it at that. Anyway, so then I said, the perps have to go in line with medicine, otherwise it would be obvious that there's foul play. Medics can stop their actions, but of course it's perps. I can't, I'm not exactly sure that maybe perps have to go in line, otherwise it would be obvious that there's foul play. Medics can help stop their actions, but of course it's perps, not any real medical condition. Are you in the KUK, Janet? Anyway, so that's anyway, so then Mike starts. I said, Mike, you're clearly a perp. You're gonna get karma. You twisted, damaged bitch, basically. And then he says, "Oh, isn't that against beliefs? Wishing harm on other human beings. Now you just prove yourself. Do be a perp yourself. Quite noticeably that." But I didn't know what beliefs you're talking about, Mike, because you've never met me before. I didn't realise that you knew that I'm somebody who actually tries to be moral and religious, you know, kind of, you know, treat people well. So I don't know what religious beliefs he's saying that I have, because only people who know me and are spying on me would know that I have these beliefs. Anyway, so that night, after sleeping 7 hours, 9 hours, that was the 14th, basically, Mike showed me that he got really angry when I said that, because I was not able to sleep a wink on the 14th. Okay, so we'll just go to this one. Okay, so this is 12 o'clock on the 14th. I think I'm still awake then. And this is, okay, so this is, am I in bed yet? Yep, okay. So this is 1 o'clock on the 14th. Am I in bed? Yeah, okay, so I'm in bed at 1 o'clock on the 14th. Okay, thinking I'm going to get a nice sleep. I've taken the medicine, by the way, and that will be on the video as well. That I've taken it, I'm sure. Yeah, maybe that was it. Look, that was me taking the medicine. Oh, it's absolutely devastating to think that I had to take this pill that I didn't need, but I didn't know what else to do. And then anyway, but Mike is angry. And okay, so 2 o'clock on the 14th. Legs in the air. Okay, seems to be. Okay. This is 3 o'clock on the 14th. Was it the 14th? Was it the 15th now? Let me just check the date. Which date was it? The 14th or the 15th? Because I thought it was the 14th. No, sorry. Was on the night of the 14th. The night of the morning of the. Wait a second. When did I make that comment to Mike? Because it was the same day. Okay, well that made it on the 14th, so it must have been the night of the 14th. Basically. Oh no, wait a second. Okay, so it wasn't actually the night after, but okay. Well, I'm just seeing what this was on the 14th then. Okay, so I've got a couple of hours in there. Okay, so I'm up. I'm up now though. I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And when did I go to sleep? Just to check. I hadn't gone to sleep till about 2 in the morning. So so basically I'd got up. Okay, yeah. So after taking this pill, it stopped working after just maybe 3 days. I was sleeping fine. I'd gone to bed about 12:30 and I got up at 5. So I'd only had 4 hours sleep. You see, on the evening that I had the argument with Mike the Perp, and I said that he was just a twisted bitch, basically a twisted damaged bitch, and he said, "Oh, that's against your beliefs." I said, "Oh, really, Mike? Well, that's interesting because you know, yes and no, aren't they? Really?" Anyway, so you know. You know, that's quite clear. There's a massive, you know. So anyway, so I thought, right, that's absolutely ridiculous. I'm going to go and speak to somebody, a doctor, and say, look, this is ridiculous. It's impossible for me to take these pills, and then they don't work after 3 days, and it's so strange that I have an argument with Mike, you know, because, you know. So anyway, I speak to a doctor, and he said, look, it can either be something to do with the blood, like hypothyroidism, which I don't have. Had blood work done before, I'm fine. Or he said it could be bipolar disorder. Oh no, first he said, or it could be sleep apnea, which is what the polysomnograph said it was. Or he said it could be bipolar disorder. Well, I said, well, the polysomnograph said it was sleep apnea. You know, okay, fine. If it's bipolar disorder, I'd have to have bipolar symptoms, and I don't have those symptoms. You know, I'd have to be having manic episodes and mania. And this person, for example, they had a week more or less where they were very agitated and extremely talkative and highly self-confident. But as has been seen on the CCTV, I'm completely normal, exactly the same. Nothing's changed. Very calm. Just, you know, spending a lot of time on the internet as most people do, but no unusual behaviours. No, nothing like that. So I don't have bipolar disorder. I don't have any thyroid disorder because I'm quite healthy otherwise. The only thing could be sleep apnea. So the doctor gave me this thing, to clear my nose wears or something. And well, it didn't seem to work. The only thing it did seem to change was when I spoke to Mike. Anyway, so then the final thing is basically, it was all quite bad after that point. Okay, but so let's look at the 28th of August. Okay, so on the so let's go to the 26th of August. So on the 26th of August, okay, haven't gone to bed then. This is 26th of August. Something's flashing on my camera. I've got no idea what it means. So I'm going to bed, still up latey. I'm getting very into the late ones at the moment because I sleep problem. So this is 3 o'clock on the 26th. And, okay, so I've got 1 hour or so perhaps. I didn't check, but I'd probably say 1 hour, I reckon. This is if I'm asleep or not. I don't know. Well, 4 o'clock in the morning, I probably am asleep. Because I was sleeping relatively okay. So I've got about perhaps 3 hours, or maybe perhaps 3 hours. Okay, so because don't forget I'm still taking this bloody pill, so I'm getting about 7 hours or so. So you can see I'm sleeping loads. Okay, so I'm up at 7 in the morning, but that was a massive improvement from what it had been. So you can see I had about a good few hours sleep there. That was on the 26th. Let's look at the 27th. It's the 27th at 1 in the morning. Okay, so I'm still awake. Let's try 27th at 3 in the morning. I'm still awake. Right, just 27th at 5 in the morning. Right, I'm going to bed. Okay, let's try 4. Okay, so I've gone to bed at 4. Okay, so I've got 1 hour there. 2 hours, looks like. This is 6 o'clock. Got 3 hours there. Four hours. Okay. 5 hours looks like. Good, keeping in. Six hours. Okay, so I'm sleeping properly again. But so I've got 7 hours. So I've got 7 hours. At least 7 hours basically. But then I post another video about tax havens, and I post that video on the 29th of August because I've always felt that global human education. I've always felt that tax havens are very important because that's where all the money is, and that's what would help society and everybody. And this is the reason why we're not got with problems. Anyway, so I made that video. And that was the night that they got angry again. So on the 29th, on the night of the 29th, because I'd been a very naughty person and been able to make a reasonable conclusion about something important and did something about it. So this is 4 o'clock on the 29th. I went to bed late. Looks like I've got 1 hour in there. This is 5 o'clock. So 2 hours in there. Oh gosh, 3 hours in there. Seven. Okay, I can't remember. So I have to put that then. Okay. Right, so I think I've woken up basically. I've woken up after, wait a second, actually from my memory this was actually a lot worse that day. Was it the 29th of August? Yeah, so it would have been, no, so this is the morning, so this is the morning 29th of August, sorry. So okay, okay, that was okay then, sorry, so it would have been the 30th then. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so I'll look at the 30th. This is the night that I posted the tax vid. I'm sleeping. That was 2 o'clock on the 30th. And then 3 o'clock on the 30th. Four o'clock on the 30th. Okay, and I'm awake at 5, so I actually stopped counting, but basically I'd only got about, let's see, when did I go to sleep then? So on the 30th, because that was on about 5 o'clock, I'd only got 1, 2, 3, 4, let's have a look. Okay, so I'd gone to bed at 12 o'clock. Okay. Okay, gone to bed at 12 o'clock. And I think, I can't remember what time it was, but I think it was around... Okay, so I'd gone to bed at 12 o'clock. And I basically got up only after, just checking that, double checking that. Okay, looks like I have slept. But yeah, basically, the sleep got, oh god, this time is playing. Looks about maybe about 4 hours, because if you get, I might have taken a while to actually got off to sleep as well, so I've only got 4 hours basically. I'm sure that's probably why I noticed it was different, because it was definitely different. And then let's have a look then 32 again, and this is then the internet starts cutting out. And then this is 6 in the morning. Okay, and then let's try 7 in the morning. Let's try 8 in the morning. Okay, I think that actually looks like I've woken up. I might not have actually looked at the thing, but the clock. But I think that looks like I've actually woken up because and the way I'm moving the I'm up.